Good morning, grade 10. Good morning, great students of Al Hussein International School, and welcome to another online session for our biology curriculum today, inshallah. Today, we are still talking about our skeletal system. So, let's begin. We are still talking about the system that's responsible of protection, support, and movement inside our body. It's Unit 9, Human Biology, Chapter 33, Section 33.1, Skeletal System in our course book Part 2. Today we are going to have page 940 and 941. Again, these are the materials that are needed from you, our course book and our copybook and the pen to record. By the end of this lesson, inshallah, we will be able to mention why we consider bones as a living tissue, list structures of bones, and identify how bones grow. These are the instructions as usual. So let's begin. If you look at this picture and wonder what you will look like without muscles, vessels, and skin, you will find out that you are mainly formed from bones. So, what if we think together? What are the main functions of bones? Excellent. It helps us to move. Yes, it supports our body. Another right answer, yes, it protects the internal organs, but it has also a very important function, and that's why we consider it as a living tissue. Let's see. Today, guys, we are talking about bones. Bones are the structure that support our body, and it has another Latin name which is called osteoid, osteoids. Os means bone in Latin, and oid means form or resemblance, tissue. So it's a tissue that's formed of bone, hard structure. Okay, bones have different function, like support, allow movement, protecting internal organs, but they are considered as living tissue because they produce blood cells and act as a storage bank for minerals. So if we sum up the main functions of bones, we will find out that bones are mainly responsible of supporting our body, protection of soft organ, movement, storage of minerals, and blood cell formation, and that's why we consider it as a living tissue. Excellent. So why don't we get closer to bones? If we are going to talk more about bones, we will talk about its structure, if we have a cut section in it, and it's how it grows, bone growth. So let's begin with the bone structure. This picture, you have it in your book in page 941. What is this? This is a cut section in the bone. We opened the bone from inside, and we found out that it's formed of an outer layer called periosteum, formed of connective tissue, and it cover and protect the bone, formed of a layer of hard tissue called compact bone. It protected the inner layer, and if we look closer to it, we'll find that it's formed of cells called osteocytes, and inside it runs blood vessels in a canal called Haversian canal, holes in the compact bones that allow blood to travel through it. After this layer, we have this soft layer that looks like a sponge, and that's why we called it a spongy bone. Okay, it is mainly formed of large openings like this that contain bone marrow, red bone marrow, which produce the new blood cells. In the middle of the bone, we have a yellow bone marrow that acts as a place where we can store minerals and fat. So again, bones are formed from an outer layer called periosteum, this part, it protects the bone, followed by this part, compact bones, okay, followed by this part, which is the spongy bone, it looks like a sponge, followed by the cavity that contain the marrow, yellow marrow, for storage of fats and minerals. So this is the part that involves the bone structure. We have now understood how bones from inside look like. Now we are going to talk how can bone grow. Human embryo, the baby who is formed inside the uterus of any mom, doesn't have bones. Actually, it's mainly formed of a soft tissue called cartilage. This cartilage is the substance or the tissue that with time harden to become bone. And this is the idea of bone growth. If you look at this structure is found inside the embryo. It's cartilage. With time, this cartilage become hard to form bones, and after a while it's supplied by blood vessels that harden more and more bones until a real bone is formed, and this is how bone grow inside my body. Okay? Again, if we look closer, we find that inside the compact bone we have osteocytes. Actually, osteocytes, this give rise to new bone cells, a new bone cell to form bones. The process of formation of bones is called calcification. It's the process of creating hard bones. So now you have understood the idea. How bones are formed and grow, and when we look from inside, how we can see it. And by now you will be able to answer this question. How can we consider compact and spongy bone as a protecting substance or protecting shield for the circulatory system? If you go back to the picture that we have seen, we will find that if you look this picture here, you will find that here compact bones contain blood vessels inside it and protect it, and spongy bones are responsible of producing of new blood cells, so it protect the circulatory system, right? Because it formed the main components of the circulatory system, right? Okay, so today we talked about bones and why we considered it as a living tissue, and we talked about the important parts of a bone and how can it grow. Guys, this is an important assignment that I need you to do. It's also found in your book, page 941, question number 4. Please try to finish it before the next session. Thank you very much for your time. I need you to stay safe and to have a great time until we meet. Thank you very much and bye.
Nope. Yep. 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 Nope. Yep.
Thank you very much. See you soon.